What's going on? Welcome to QVO Games. My name is Pollen. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much. This video is going to be of the games coming into the week of January 28th. Yes, this video is extremely late. It's a whole week late. I regrettably went out to LA for not the regrettable part. I went out to LA for a card fest and I came back with a really big sinus infection and I've been extremely sick all week. I have no energy, and if the video cuts out of nowhere, it's because I probably went into a coughing fit. And my nose currently right now is extremely plugged up, so I may have to blow it mid-video. Just keep that in mind. I just want to make sure I get you your updated games and keep on this series, and you can have a video today, which is Saturday, February 3rd, and you're also going to have a video on Monday, which is going to be for the next week of games coming to retail. Let's get this video going. I want to get your update quick. Keep in mind, all these games are coming to retail in the US. Also keep in mind, if these games retail dates change, I'll make sure to update you on that change in the respective video. Last thing to keep in mind, quick disclaimer, is that most of these games, all these games have already come out because this video is being posted on Saturday instead of Monday. So I'm going to go over the games, but all these games you can purchase today. Keep that in mind. Let's get this video going. Let's get your update on some games. Coming up this week is going to be El Grande by Hams and Glock. So El Grande is going to be a redo of a game that came out in the 1996. Holy smokes, that's not even that long ago. It sounds like it though. Well, actually, it was a long time ago. Who knows? El Grande is going to be a game where you're playing after in the century of the end of the Reconquista, right? The Reconquista, and you're going to be fighting over land against your other players. But the way you're doing so is going to be adding in different action cards, and the action cards you play are going to determine where you're going to be setting up your players or your little meeples strategically. Your meeples look like such. And when you're putting them down, you're going to be going onto locations and you're going to be following specific rule sets that are going to be changing depending on where the king is and different majorities and regions, right? You're going to be trying to get the majorities. After a set of rounds, you're going to count up how many meeples and how much majority or how much of a majority you have in a specific location, and you get points. It's a pretty straightforward game. It is a revamp of an old game, overhaul and stuff like that. This is great. This kind of invites in or reintroduces old hits or greater classics, basically, right? Classic games or older hits, redo them. I'm gonna have trouble speaking through this video with my cough here. Redo them in a way that you can make it more accessible for gamers now, which is awesome. El Grande is already out, coming out to you this week, and you can purchase it today. Coming up next, MLM Space Agency by Rebel Studios. Hear me out. This game I've been talking about for a long time in different videos. You've been following the channel for a while. I think this game is a lot of fun. I'm usually not a big fan of like luck-based games or dice rolling games like this, only because the games typically, it's just too much luck involved. But I had so much fun playing MLM Space Agency. It was just a strange hit for me. You're playing as astronauts and you're pushing your luck on like a space diving adventure, right? When you go through, you're going to be riding a rocket and you're going to have an order in the rocket of the different players who are playing astronauts, and you're going to try to get to the farthest planet possible. And as you're doing that, you're rolling dice, and you're rolling your dice. You're trying to pick wisely which dice and which movements you're going to use as you go along, because you start running out, right? You start off with 6 dice, boom, you roll them. Okay, you use these, you use these, you use these. You're trying to push yourself to the farthest planet possible, or even get to like in between a planet, like a moon of some sort, to get like a bonus or something like that. I usually do not like these kind of games, but this was so much fun. I had a lot of fun playing this game. This is a game I want to own really bad and play and do more coverage on, because I really, really enjoyed it. It's a lightweight filler game, push your luck style game. However, it has some really cute illustrations of cats and also some really fun, simple gameplay. It's a simple, fun game. A lot of fun, very dynamic. I love it. This is MLM Space Agency by Rebel Studios, and it's already out to you to purchase. Moving on to Way Too Many Cats by Weird Giraffe Games. Also already out to you. It already came out to you and you're ready to be purchased. Another cat game. Way Too Many Cats sounds interesting. So you're basically, every player owns a cat shelter and you're trying to house cats. Very straightforward tile placement game. As you're playing the game, you're going to be just placing tiles, and the cats have different preferences. So you want to put them in the best position possible to gain the most amount of points on your place it. Pattern building almost, right? You're just building out your cats, trying to put them in the best place possible. That's really it. Very straightforward. That's kind of what Way Too Many Cats is. If you love cats and you love tile placement, and also even the theme itself, right? The shelter, house in a shelter for cats, saving cats. This game's for you. Check it out. Way Too Many Cats by Weird Giraffe Games. It's already out to you, ready to be purchased. Moving on to Anarchy Pancakes by the same company that brought you Exploding Kittens. Anarchy Pancakes. And it's actually a really interesting, fun, wacky party game, right? In this game, it's a fast-paced, real-time game. You're going to have pancakes with different toppings on them, and these are your little toppings, and you're going to be trying to put your pancakes and get rid of your pancakes that you have kind of on top on your stack or your pile onto the piles in front of you. And you're doing so, if you notice, there's symbols, right? You want to match the symbol. So this pancake symbol here has a little chair, the one in the middle there, and you're going to be trying to put in the other chairs on top of it. But the interesting part is that while everyone else is doing that, while you're trying to do that, everyone else is also trying to do the same thing. They're trying to put chairs and stuff on the pancakes themselves. Like, they're trying to do chairs. They're trying to put their toppings and get rid of their pancakes. So it gets really chaotic and wacky and such. Usually these games are pretty fun for me. I think these real-time games can be very just fun. Specific groups also who are newer to board games or like card games or tabletop games, usually these like fast-paced party games really bring them in and they really enjoy this stuff. Because there's also, sometimes with a harder board game or a difficult board game, or like a complex one, just a lot of rules, a lot of setup, a lot of time, and these games just kind of bring people into the action quickly. So it's kind of just a little good tabletop gateway game, in my opinion. Anarchy card game, Anarchy Pancakes, the card game, already out to you can purchase it today. Moving on, we're going to move on to Distilled, Africa and Middle East expansion, already out to you by Paverson Games. This is an expansion, so Distilled is a strategy game. It's a strategy game with a little bit of resource management, some push your luck. You inherit a distillery, and you're just trying to run it the best way possible. This expansion just throws in some more modules for you, like more cards, some more tokens to the game, some new recipes, upgrades, and such. So it kind of just expands your gameplay as it is now. So it's kind of like expands and diversifies your current gameplay. That's really much what this expansion is. It's just expanding Distilled as a game. So if you like Distilled and you love it and you want a little bit more, this expansion kind of adds in some more for you for that. Paverson Games, Distilled, Africa, and Middle East expansion, already out to you. You can purchase today. Moving on to the next game, Pollen by All Play is already out to you. You can purchase it today. Pollen's another Reiner Knizia game. MLM Space MC was also a Reiner Knizia game. I forgot to mention that, I think. But Pollen is also a Reiner Knizia game. In this game, you are doing some tile placement, and pretty game. It's a really nice looking game. I love how these tiles look. You're going to be putting down your tiles, and you're going to be trying to put them in the best position possible with different bugs, and the bugs give you some points and such. It's a really straightforward cookie cutter tile placement game, in my opinion. You're just going to be putting your tiles down, creating some really nice looking patterns. I love how that looks. Jeez, I'm going to see if I can full screen that. That looks so nice on the table. That looks just so eye-pleasing. You're going to be putting the tiles down where the bugs are at, get the most points by putting them in the correct positions or the best position possible. Really straightforward. That's really what it is. Looks like a beautiful game. I think if you are into a really nice, eye-catching tile placement game, check this one out, Pollen. This is already out to you, and it's going to be by All Play, and you can buy it today. This was a really fast video. Most of the games, honestly, were pretty simple to explain and straightforward. Also because I'm trying to make sure that I avoid having a coughing fit in the middle of the video, which I think we avoided. So kudos. And I almost had one just now. Thank you for watching the video. I appreciate it. Thank you for making this far into the video. Sorry about the video being late, first and foremost. That is, honestly, I really want to get the series back on track to Mondays. However, catching up and recatching up and also having a bug I'm fighting at the moment, or the sickness or the illness, has really affected that. My energy level has plummeted to 0 all week. Not allowing me to do absolutely nothing. Awesome. Thank you for watching the video. I appreciate it. Have a good one.